Live, welcome to another Travel China live stream. I'm your host, Amy, and today we are going back to Shanghai. So if you've been joining us for this live stream in China series, you'll know that I've been here in Sydney. I'm not back in China yet. I'll give you some more info about my returns to China shortly, but I'm here in Sydney and I've been for the last 6 months doing this live stream series where I connect with my friends who are in China and they take us for a virtual tour around different cities. So today we're going back to Shanghai, as I mentioned. So last live stream we did, we were in Shanghai, but since Shanghai is so big, it was impossible to cover everything in one live stream. So we're going back and today we're focusing on the older side of the city because Shanghai has a really interesting history that I really wanted to go a little bit more into. So today we're going to be going more into the history of Shanghai because it's a city that is, because of its history, it is the way it is today, this modern metropolis with all of these different kind of cultural, architectural influences. So yeah, I prepared a little bit of a slideshow because I wanted to give like a brief historical overview, very, very brief, very, very general, so that everyone could be on the same page before we start this live stream. So here's something I prepared earlier. I just really love this photo, so I wanted to include this. So I wanted to let you guys know that the history of Shanghai actually spans over maybe 1,000 years or more. And for most of that history, in general, Shanghai was more of like a fishing village, a smaller city, and it was also a trading port with other Chinese cities. But then the Opium Wars happened. If you don't know what the Opium Wars are, I encourage you to Google them. After the Opium Wars happened, it was basically an armed conflict between the Qing dynasty and the Western powers, and it was waged over sovereignty and trade and opium. But yeah, after China was defeated in those Opium Wars, the British actually named Shanghai as a treaty port, and as a result, it opened up Shanghai to foreign involvement. So this is what Shanghai kind of looked like after the Opium Wars. You can see a lot of different areas. For like here is the French concession. If you've been to Shanghai before, you'll know about the French neighborhoods or the British architecture, and that's why, because basically Shanghai was soon like kind of carved up into these autonomous concession areas, and they were administered by the British, French, Americas, and it was all independent of Chinese law. So each of these colonial like presences brought with it its culture, architecture, and kind of societal traits. So that's why Shanghai is very unique when it comes to architecture. This is a prime example. This is the Bund, the famous Bund, where you can look over towards Pudong and that crazy skyline. But this is as I was reading online earlier, a kind of British architecture. So this is what it looked like back in the day. This is what it looks like today. It's if you've been to Shanghai, you would have been to the Bund. You've also got, this is the French concession area. So you've got, those Parisian vibes that run through Shanghai. That's what it looked like back in the day. This is a very famous road in Shanghai called Wukang Road, and we're actually going to be going there today on our live stream. And you can see like just this building is very kind of French inspired architecture and very interesting street with a lot of history. And this is a very typical kind of street in the French concession area. Lots of trees. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful area of Shanghai. But then you've also got the old Chinese neighborhood, because there used to be a walled city here, and this is the Chinese city area. So a lot of the buildings and the architecture in that area is kind of old school Chinese vibe. So you'll see that predominantly at like the Yuyuan Gardens. It's very touristy these days, but you can still see examples of that Chinese style architecture and what that old walled city of Shanghai inside that walled city would have looked like. Yeah, and actually something I only kind of found out about when I was researching for this live stream is that Shanghai actually used to have city walls. And there's only a little section of it remaining today, but you can see in this, this is a artistic representation of Shanghai from, the past. And this is a section of the wall. So yeah, very interesting. But yeah, basically that is what we're going to be looking at today, the history of Shanghai. One more photo I wanted to show you guys. I know that this is super overused, this photo, this comparison, but it just shows you how crazy the development of Shanghai has been over the years. This photo here was taken maybe 40 years ago, and this is it today, or 5 years ago or so, because I can see that the Shanghai Tower is still being built here. But you can just see the crazy development that's happened, and that was kind of the same case with Shanghai, especially after the Opium Wars. So it's a fascinating city, it's got a fascinating history, and we're going to be diving into that today. So I wanted to show you guys what we're actually going to be visiting today, because I'm sure you're all interested to know what our itinerary for today is. So first stop, we're going to the Yuyuan Gardens. We've got John taking us there today. He joined us for our previous live stream in Shanghai. So he's going to be telling us a bit more of the history around this area. Then we're going to be heading to Wukong Road, which is a very famous street in the French concession area. Very, classic example of a street in the French concession area of Shanghai. And then we're going to Tianzifang, which is technically a part of the French concession area, but the reason we're going there today is to look at the traditional style of housing in Shanghai, which is called the Shikumen. I hope that I'm pronouncing that okay. So here at Tianzifang, which is these really cute alleyways with lots of boutiques and foods and cafes, you can see a lot of examples of this traditional housing style. And then our last stop, we're going to be heading to the Confucius Temple and the area around the Confucius Temple, and looking more at that area that was the old walled city of Shanghai. So that is our itinerary for today. I hope you're excited. A little bit of admin for us today. I hope my Wi-Fi is going to be okay. We've had some Wi-Fi issues over the past days. Some admin, yes, please no hate in the group chat, guys, in the live chat. Your comments will be deleted. If you are being hateful there, I do have a moderator, so keep that in mind. Oh, a lot of questions are coming in about when I'm heading back to China. So this is the first time I'm publicly letting it be known I am officially heading back. So for the how many people are watching this now? 117 people that are watching this live chat right now. I am heading back. I have a flight booked. I have my visa. I have my travel exemption. So I will be back in China by the end of May. Of course, I have to do my compulsory quarantine period, but yeah, I'm super excited to be heading back. More details to come in future videos. So yeah, excitement. But for now, enough of me talking. I am going to get John in as our first host for today. He's going to be taking us around the Yuyuan Gardens. So very, very excited to get his perspective and knowledge about that. John is super knowledgeable about the history of Shanghai. He's actually studying a whole course about, the history of Shanghai. So I couldn't think of anyone better to take us around today. So I'm just waiting for him to come in. I'll address some comments in the chat. Yes, someone says back to Changchun. I will be based in Changchun because my boyfriend is also moving to China. He'll be based in Changchun, where the automotive industry is in China. So I will be a resident of Dongbei before long, which I'm really, really excited for. Yeah, it took me ages to get this visa. I'm so happy to finally have it. Someone's asking me, have I ever been to China before? Funny enough, I have. My channel is called Blondie in China. So I did used to be based in China. This last year I haven't been. So it's been kind of hard. Let's just see. Oh, here we go. Here is John. Hello, welcome back.
Hi, Amy. It's good to be back.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. It's beautiful weather today in Shanghai, so it's like so warm. I'm only wearing like a light sleeve like sweater, but honestly, I should be wearing a t-shirt. It is so nice out. So great weather to explore the city. Yeah.
Would you be able to introduce yourself for anyone who may not have seen our last live stream together?
Yeah, of course. Hi everyone. My name is John. I'm an American university student here in Shanghai. I came here in 2017, and I really love the city, so it's kind of become my home now. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So where are you going to be showing us around today? I'm basically handing this over to you at this point because you're the expert when it comes to, you know, a Shanghai history. So over to you. Where are we?
So yeah, in my university we do like classes regarding like Shanghai and China. So I've learned a little bit about this place. We're currently
Yeah.
outside of the city god temple, which
Ooh.
might not ring a bell, but it's actually the original like reason why Yuan is here, and that's where I'm gonna be
Yeah.
showing off today. So city
Ooh.
god temple is basically a temple for like these gods that kind of look over the city in like ancient Chinese folk religion. Because
Wow.
when it was first built, Shanghai was a very small place, but it was technically a city. So they brought in the city gods, and it became like a cultural center for the city.
Oh, wow.
But
So
that was
I
built.
had a question,
Yeah,
actually. I was doing some research and I learned that before the Opium Wars, Shanghai used to be quite a small kind of, was it a village? Was it a city? Like, was it still a big kind of important place in China, or was it kind of like not important until it became like that foreign treaty port
yeah.
after the Opium Wars?
Good question. I think there's a big debate over when Shanghai became a city. People say either the Treaty Port era in 1842, or actually the official CCP answer too is 1292, and this is the one I believe too, because
Okay.
1292 was when Shanghai was promoted to a xian. So that means it's on the like county. It's a county seat level.
Yeah.
So it was
Oh,
already
okay.
recognized for being an important trading city because it
Mm.
was already doing international trade even back then. So yeah, like almost 100 years of history at this point, which is crazy.
Wow.
And the city god temple was built in 1403, I think. So not too far
Wow.
long after it was recognized as the xian. And
Yeah.
the Yuan Gardens were built in 1559, I think.
Oh,
So
wow.
it was actually built as a gift from Pan Yunzhen to his father Pan En, and it was just like a gift, really nice gift to his dad, who's an official
Yeah.
for the city of Shanghai. Uh, and it's slowly transformed over the years. It's been used for many different things, but today it is like this massive bazaar. This is only a small section of it, but we'll get to see all the different alleyways and streets. There's so many shops and so much activity
Yeah.
and commerce going on in this like area. But it's full of
Yeah.
really cool architecture, and it just kind of like reminds you of like the old Shanghai feeling.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
get to go.
beautiful. The architecture is amazing. Has it been restored in its history, in recent history, or has it always looked like this since it was built in the, did you say
It,
1400s?
Yeah, so it's actually been restored a couple times. It was originally a garden, like the actual like trees and all of that. And there's still a section
Mm,
of Yuyuan that's still a garden, but
mm.
this section has been renovated a couple times. It became a bazaar sort of place in 1760, um, which was a long time ago. But it was because the owner Pan Yunzhen couldn't afford to keep the park, so he gave it over to local officials, and they transformed it.
Okay.
And then again, it
Oh,
was renovated during the Small Swords Rebellion, which was like a rebellion in the Taiping Rebellion background that
mm.
like brought in a lot of refugees and also these sort of things that ended up resulting in the Lilong buildings, which are like
Yeah.
like the
You've just
bazaar.
dropped
It is
out,
full of
John. Sorry. You just dropped out for
oh,
about 5 seconds. I
okay.
missed everything you said about Lilong houses, but I'm very
Oh,
interested to know more. And also the difference between Lilong and Shikumen houses. Are they the
yes.
same thing?
No, no, technically not. So, Lilong and Shukumen are both part of Longtang style, which involves like alleyways. But the Lilong were a little bit like I guess it's easier to explain the Shukumen. Where in Chinese it means stone garage door. So
Mm,
it had like this huge stone archway for cars to come in. I
yeah.
think I think maybe in my connections because I'm in this place. It's like this alleyway on the side of Yuan. It's
It's
got
good now. It just dropped out
yeah.
for like a little moment. It's perfectly fine now. Do you reckon you could switch your camera over and give us like a little bit
Yes,
of a
I was gonna.
panorama of where you are?
So this, like, there's the garden side, and then there's the bazaar side. So this is one of the side streets in the bazaar. Let me see if the camera comes up. There we
Yeah.
go. And it's got full of like food, also tons of like other like shops, and a lot of these buildings are actually you can like they're full of stores. So it's not just like a facade or like hollow shell of a building. All of them
Yeah.
have like some malls or some old like traditional stores. This golden one right here is actually like classic jewelry store. So it's been pretty much at the same purpose for like a long time.
Is the like the second stories and third stories, are they occupied as well, or are they empty?
They are occupied, and some of these like restaurants or shops actually have like ways you can get up to the second story or even top story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's also quite, I guess it's a weekend, so it's quite busy, but I remember when I've ever been to Yuan Gardens before in the past, it's like a tourist hotspot. So it's like so full of tourists. So this is actually quite empty when it comes to Yuan Gardens, I guess. But
yeah, it is.
yeah,
Cool.
still lots of
There's a
people.
Monopoly store here. I
Oh,
don't know what that's about. I guess it's just a bunch of Monopoly boards.
it's such a contrast. Like you've got this old, Chinese style architecture, and then you've got this super modern Monopoly store. That's hilarious.
For you, but we also have all these other like smaller stores that retain like traditional Chinese arts, such as like poem making, calligraphy, scents, and I think there's one that's like for Chinese knots and porcelain art. All these like traditional Chinese arts, which are just like really
Awesome.
pretty and kind of like a center
Yeah.
for that, I guess.
Yeah, so many cute little things to buy there. I remember when I was there, I bought some chopstick sets and a fan. And yeah, it's like if you want to go and get like gifts for family and souvenirs, like I'd say Yuan Gardens is a pretty one-stop shop for that.
True. And on this street, this is actually the original Yuan street. So right here on this little alleyway, and it's full of like shops that have different food. I really love the food over here, but right here is actually a really famous xiaolongbao place, and it always has like massive lines. I think there's some sort of event going on right now, to where
I've been
they're
there.
kind of taking over the place. Yeah.
It's like super famous, their xiaolongbao, but in my opinion, they're not the best you can find in Shanghai. I think it's I don't know.
I've actually never had it before, so because I've never went into this like I like my local guy, and I think he does a great job, so I'm fine with just sticking to the local place.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Here is like the money shot of Yuan. It is this kind of open area with the water. I'm trying to get next to the water here, but yeah, this is the.
Beautiful.
I don't know if it's coming off that well.
Yeah. I can see it. It's beautiful. That zigzag pathway there.
And it's just like lined with stores. There's actually a Starbucks there.
There's a Starbucks everywhere, John. You should know this by now.
I know. Okay, yeah, that is true. But this building is actually also historically important. It was used by, I think, the British. The top for doing that like meetings during that period.
I'm gonna get you to say that whole thing again. You just cut out again. So just the story about the building used by the British. If you could just repeat that for us.
Yes, it was used on the bottom floor here, right above the water, as a meeting place during the Small Swords Rebellion. So
What was the Small
it
Swords
has,
Rebellion? You've mentioned that a few times. Was that like
yeah,
a conflict? What was that?
yeah, it was like an internal conflict with it started in southern China actually, but it kind of grew throughout China, and it was part of the larger Taiping Rebellion. So it was like a smaller war or like civil war sort of thing, rebellion that lasted from 1851 to 1855. So those the biggest effects that had on Shanghai was a lot of refugees came to Shanghai as a safe place, and also some of the conflicts actually entered the city a little bit.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Are
But
you
now it's
on
a
that
cool like
walkway? Oh, there it is. It's beautiful.
yeah,
So nice.
and you can see the people in that top too. So it's still
Yeah.
active today. Yeah.
Ooh. So,
Here, I'll sit-
John, this section,
Yes.
like Yuyuan Gardens, was this part of the old walled city of Shanghai that used to exist? And can you tell us a little bit more about this
Yes.
walled city concept?
Yes. Yes. The wall sign. This is it. Basically, in 12, I was saying, oh, yeah, it got promoted to a xian. That was because it was a major trade city. And this, the city god temple was built in 1403. Yuyuan Gardens were built in 1559, but in 1553, it was actually already being raided by pirates, Wuko pirates from like Japan. So
Oh
like
no.
Shanghai had to deal with international pirates coming for the trading goods in Shanghai because it was already such a big city. So
Oh,
they
okay.
built a wall in 1554 to surround the city as protection. And actually, two roads today, Renmin and Zhonghua, are actually used to be the like wall and moat of the city.
That's so cool. Oh, I think you mentioned that when we were last time. Um, you mentioned that that was like a moat when we were walking in People's Square somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
crazy.
the city was like full of like rivers and also
Hmm.
moats. But here we have some water too, I guess. Um, a
Oh,
nice little scenery with like statue, and
yeah.
there's always like these like fish in the water you can feed
That was beautiful.
for them.
But like there's also like the official tourist section. Like you can pay money to go inside and see the actual gardens. Like what is the
Yes,
reason why people would want to like it's you can come in
right,
here and this is free. So what are you
right
actually
here.
paying for when you
Yeah,
enter that?
yeah. So these are. Wait, let me see. These are the gardens behind me. That's the entrance, and it's actually kind of
Yeah.
expansive. So you see all these trees on the other side of
Mm,
the wall. That's all part of the garden. Um,
yeah.
I've heard good things about it. I've never gone in because there's always like a long line, um,
Mm,
and I really enjoyed the bazaar, like the all the shops and exploring around the alleyways of the other part of
yeah.
Yuan. But the garden is like the has some of the traditional buildings used at the time when it was first built in the 1500s. So
Oh,
you can
cool.
see a little bit of history. It's also just kind of a little bit serene and kind of an escape from the city. So that's definitely like a nice place to visit.
Yeah. 100%. It's beautiful architecture there.
Yeah, I guess you can kind of see in here. Maybe it's
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Peek through the
We can see a
peek through.
pagoda.
Yeah,
Yeah. There you go, guys. You just saved yourself $20. Don't need to go in the UN Gardens. You can just get a peek from the side window.
yeah. I think the line right now is I think 20 minutes, which is honestly not too bad. It's
Yeah.
not bad,
I
especially
wonder what
given
it
how
would be
crowded.
like in peak tourist time, like 20 minutes during a pandemic. Like,
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Shanghai has recently become so much more relaxed. I'm even not like covering my face right now. I mean, that's for the live stream,
yeah.
but also because the city's become really safe. So
I'm excited
it's
to be
kind of
back.
yeah. It's a great place to be right now. I truly feel safe, which is nice. Um,
Oh, that's good.
yeah, and I guess like,
Mm.
famous one on Friday called Lu Xun. which is named after the like writer and one of the biggest like Chinese writers in Chinese history. So yeah, here I'm gonna switch back
cool.
to the front camera here for this like side street because it is like done in. Oh wait, is that right? This one. Oh, right, that camera. There we go. This should work.
Oh
This
yeah.
street,
Oh
this street,
cool.
yeah, this street is like done in traditional like what's it 1920s style Shanghai. So much later than when the actual place like the actual gardens were built. But
Yeah.
just for the purpose of like being a cool touristy place for the day. And you can see down here. It's cool. Like
so
you have like all the signs up there and stuff.
Yeah.
And you can take pictures here for like the scenery.
Yeah. I know how it is. Gotta go do it for the gram. Do it for the Weibo.
Do it for the gram. Do it for the gram. Yeah, this is coming to
beautiful.
the edge of the bazaar. There's so many. Wow, there's so many pretty stores here. Full of like cool goods. I mean, I think I should mention that like even though it's a touristy place, I think sometimes people think it's gonna be like tourist shops, but these are genuine like nice stores that you can really enjoy. And yeah, there's really good goods here. Up here on the left is like the super famous jewelry store. I looked in and some of the jewelry is insanely nice.
Why is it so famous?
I don't know. I think it's just because this was the old part of the city, like the old center. So all the like Chinese heritage and Chinese cultural traditions have like been kept like really well reserved in this part of the city. So I think that's the reason why they specifically choose to start their like business here or keep their business here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this is actually not that bad right now. I can freely walk around. Got like space to spare.
Oopsies. My camera has changed.
Yeah, and then this is like the edge of the central part of Yuyuan. But actually, a lot of the buildings, because this place is so famous, a lot of the buildings near Yuyuan have also adopted the similar like architectural style of like old China. And so you can see that like the building across the street is like not part of Yuyuan at all. It's like a new building, but they copied it anyways, just for the style. And I'm gonna show you one last thing before we go to the next section. It's you can actually see the street that was part of like the wall and part of the river or the moat around the around the city. So,
cool.
Right. Yeah. So Yuyuan is actually in the northeast part of the old walled city. And it's right next to the where the wall was, specifically right next to the north gate of where the like old walled city was. So maybe you can see it through the trees there. I'm gonna try and maybe I can cross the street to get a better view. But
it's really nice how the surrounding buildings, even though it's not part of the actual complex, is still beautiful architecture. It's really a nice area to walk around.
Yeah. So you can see that is like it's a new structure, but it represents the old north gate of the like old walled city, and that used to be a wall and moat. You can see some of the surrounding buildings. I think this is like a good maybe section to go to the next one. Oh wait.
Awesome.
Let's switch.
Thank you so much, John, for that. We will see you a bit later for the Confucius Temple. So you run on off, and we'll see you super soon. Bye. See ya. Okie dokie. So thank you so much to John. Apologies for the slight lag, and also my camera. My camera stopped working. So just full of technical difficulties today. But I am going to head to our next host, Ted, who's going to be taking us on Wukang Road, which is one of the famous streets in the French concession area of Shanghai. So I'm very, very excited for him to join the live stream. Should be in any moment now. I'm going to check if my camera wants to turn on again. I figured out how to like join my camera to my computer for a live stream, but the problem is the internal temperature gets too high. So let's see if it wants to join again. Let's see. Oh, hello. It's back. Oh, isn't that nicer? Hello. Yeah, so here we have Ted.
Hello. Hi.
Ted, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. Would you mind introducing yourself for everyone watching you today?
Yeah, of course. Hello, everyone. My name is Ted, and I currently undergraduate student in Shanghai University of Finance and Economics. And right now, I'm in Wukang Road, and I'm happy to have this chance to walk this trip with you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today, Ted. So you're at Wukang Road. Can you tell us a little bit about what Wukang Road is? What makes it special? Why is it famous? Like, give us a bit of an overview about Wukang Road, if that's okay.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, Wukang Road, it was called like Fukaisen Road in old time because there is an American missionary called John Fukaisen. He was the president of a very famous university, Shanghai Jiao Tong University. It's like a stalwart in America, that kind of famous. So he's very excellent, and he wants the students and teachers here to travel easier because at that time the road is not that easy or good like this time in Shanghai. So he just used his own salary, to build this road for the students and the teachers here.
Wow.
So
it's beautiful. Do you reckon you could show us what the road looks like? If you could switch to your back camera, it would be awesome to see what it looks like.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Right now,
wow.
Yeah. Right now, I'm in the southern end of the Wukang Road, and as you can see, this is like the sign of Wukang Road. It's the Wukang building or Wukang mission, and the road beside it is the Wukang Road that we will travel today. Yeah.
Oh, cool. It's a beautiful building. I love that so much. It's just like, it's from like it's like someone has dropped something from France, like in the middle of Shanghai. It's fascinating.
Yeah. Actually, there is something that I want to share in the beginning because this building actually it's like it exists like more than 100 years. It's a quite trending road in Shanghai. So this building um, um, was built to commemorate the battleship Normandy. I think you guys all know that Normandy during the First World War. So it looks like a ship coming from one direction with
it does.
With a strong French Renaissance style. That kind of
French Renaissance style. Beautiful.
Yeah. And the one who built this is also a famous architect. It's called it's hard to pronounce for me. It's called like Laszlo Hurdak. I'm trying.
Yeah, no idea.
Yeah, because he is from Hungary, so the name is not actually easy to pronounce. And this architecture is very famous in Shanghai because not only he just built this building, but also like the International Hotel or the Guangming Cinema. These buildings in Shanghai
constitute the old Shanghai style that people are talking about today. Yeah.
Mm,
So he is very famous in Shanghai.
yeah.
That's all.
Oh, cool. So which way are we going to be heading today? Are we heading to your right or your left? Like, where does the road start? Is this the beginning?
Yeah. This road. So the road, the left road, yeah, besides this building. So it's
Oh, cool.
yeah. So the light is red now. So
Ooh, you're lagging a little bit,
we need
Ted.
to wait for a second.
Sorry,
And
your internet cut out a little bit just then, so I didn't really hear what you were saying.
there is a very popular ice cream shop.
Oh,
Yeah. Is that so?
I can't
Maybe
really see you. The camera
so.
is maybe just a bit 有一点卡. Hello?
Hello, I'm here. I'm here. Can
Okay,
you hear me?
cool. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Maybe the Wi-Fi, the internet there just wasn't very good. The reception.
Maybe because
Yeah, this is better here.
People here
Yeah.
are so
Yeah.
yeah, because so many people are here. Oh, so maybe the signal is not so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is that good now?
No, I can hear you, but I can't see anything on your screen. So I can see a little bit better now. That's better, yeah. Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, because I want to introduce a very popular ice cream shop downstairs of this building. Yeah, you can see people line up here, like more than 2 hours to wait. Just this one. This ice cream.
Wow. It was black. That looked
Yeah.
amazing.
The shape of that ice cream looks like Mickey, in Disneyland. Mickey. Yeah, this one.
Wow. What's the name of the store? Corner cone
It's
gelato.
called yeah. It's Italian. So
Beautiful.
this one.
Oh, cool.
So many people line up here just for this ice cream. More than 2 hours if we want to have a.
Have you tried it before?
No, actually, I'm not that kind of sweet guy. So I'm more like a, I don't know, spicy guy. Yeah, spicy one.
Nice.
Not
Nice.
sweet. Yeah. So
Love it.
okay. Then, yeah, we return to the Wukang Road, as you can see.
Okay.
Yeah. So this road is Wukang Road, and
so Ted has dropped out a little bit. I think the internet in this area right here, Ted, is a bit bad. So let's walk on through into Wukang Road because the internet here is pretty bad.
Yeah. So is that good right now?
I think so. It's a bit better. Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
Okay. So this one, Lao Mai coffee shop is very famous here.
Okay. Yeah.
Its tables all comes from Lyon, France.
Oh wow.
This table. Yeah, and also the coffee here, it has like rum and ginger in this coffee. It's very distinctive.
Wow, cool. Rum and ginger in the coffee. So it's very French inspired for the French concession area.
Yeah, actually. So also the owner of this coffee shop, I want to talk about him because he was former like executive of some kind of World Bank. He travels like more than 40 countries, and back to China, he just have run this coffee shop, and so he usually in this shop like talk with the people who come here to have coffee and talk some stories that he used met in different countries. So yeah, this shop, 老麦 coffee shop.
Awesome. Beautiful.
Yeah. So
Cool. Let's keep
next,
going.
yeah, we may have a few minutes work to reach the next attraction. So
Okay.
Emmy, if you have something you want to know or anything would like to
Okay,
talk, we
well,
can.
you start walking. I'll ask some questions. So, can you explain a bit more about like the French concession area in general? Like what is the French concession area?
Yeah, of course. So uh, actually, French concession area is in Dynasty of Qing, in China, due to uh, the the government is not that perfect, and it failed in the wars with French. So eventually, it make some area in Shanghai to the French government. That's how
Okay.
it comes the French concession. Yeah, in Shanghai.
Okay.
And
Cool. Well,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and of course, actually French concession area in Shanghai was the largest and the best one uh, in Shanghai compared to other like concessions like England or
Okay.
other countries. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the French concession area, it's the buildings here are very,
Mm.
I don't know how to say that in English. Distinctive
How do
from other
Oh,
from
okay. Yeah,
other. Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. They're very nice buildings. Yeah, I love how in this road the trees are very famous on this road. They kind of form a canopy, and as you're walking down, it's so beautiful. That's what I really love about this road.
Yeah, and actually, this area is not only famous for his ticket, but also there are many
Mm,
celebrities, social celebrities live here. Like we
mm,
may met the Beijing
mm,
in a few minutes, and some very famous Chinese people like Song Qinling, who also
mm,
lives here. He was the lady of the government, I think, during
mm,
old times. Yeah, they all live in this district. Yeah. So it's a
mm.
very famous area
Oh, cool.
here.
Have we arrived at our first stop, Ted?
Just across the road. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll be here. Let me
Oh,
see.
big gates.
Yeah, it's called. It's not It doesn't have some uh, former English name of this place. It's called Wukang. It's maybe translate to Wukang Garden, I think. Wukang, this area.
Okay. Cool. It's very nice.
Yeah, and there are so many uh, shops
Yeah.
the the this one called.
I heard that there's a very famous bakery on this road that's kind of French bakery, right?
Yeah, it's called Laco, if I remember was right. It's
Cool.
in the end of this road, actually.
Okay.
We
Maybe you
met.
can tell us a bit more about what the location you're about to head to. Like where are you taking us? Maybe you can start introducing it.
Yeah, well, across the road is Wukangting. There are
Okay.
many galleries, photography studios, and
Mm.
world-class wine shops just down
Mm.
to this place. Yeah, and also some very famous flower shops.
Okay. Oh, it looks very nice.
Yeah, Wukangting.
Mm.
Actually, can I ask a question that may not very relevant? Just curious.
Yeah.
So what the flower that you like best?
The flower I like best.
Yeah.
Good question. Maybe tulips. Maybe what else do I like? Yeah, I really like tulips.
Uh-huh. Okay, so
Mm.
my favorite would be the baby brass. Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice. I like that flower a lot as well.
And it's quite popular here. People take
It's
photos
really nice
and
area.
yeah. Okay, we are here. This is Wukanting.
Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful little
there are many,
coffee shop there.
yeah, trendy coffee, ice cream, and
Yeah,
brunch shops here. People are allowed to
cool.
have some coffee with friends in the afternoon in this area.
Yeah.
And
So if
if you are,
anyone in the live stream is just joining us, the reason why this area looks so, I guess, European is because this area of Shanghai is part of the old French concession area.
yeah,
Because back in the day, this area used to be, I guess, can I say run by the French? It was kind of the French concession area. So
yeah, yeah,
it has a lot of French-inspired architecture. And it was home to a lot of like French bakeries and French boutiques. So yeah, I guess you can still see that influence there today. So it's very interesting to walk through Shanghai because you see a lot of different architectural styles and buildings. It's really a fascinating city, especially contrasted against the new buildings that are built now or the huge glass structures. It's yeah, city of contrasts, in my opinion.
yeah. And we can see there is a gallery called the Leo
Okay.
Gallery. But
Mm.
let me see if there is any tickets. We oh oh
Hey
it's
Ted,
it's
maybe we won't visit the gallery today because
okay.
it's sometimes inside the internet is not so good. So maybe we'll just
Yeah,
continue on Wukang Road. Yeah.
okay, of course. Oh, there is a shop. It's a
Oh,
very
nice.
famous clothes designer called Chloe,
Oh.
Chloe Chen. And
Oh.
these are the wine. It's very
Oh.
famous too.
Very
And
nice.
at the end of this company is the flower shop I mentioned.
Oh, it's so pretty. I love it.
Yeah, girls
Oh,
crazy about that.
yeah.
Whoa, it's
88
very
renminbi for that. Mm.
expensive.
Yeah. I was gonna say I can get it cheaper here in Australia.
Two hundred and ninety eight.
298. Oh
Oh,
my goodness. This place is expensive.
yeah, yeah. It's good and expensive. Right.
Good and expensive. Yeah.
So we back to the car road now.
Beautiful. So
Oh,
what's our next location? Where are you taking us to next?
yeah. Like the apartment. There are two apartments very famous here.
Oh yeah.
This is designed by a French bank at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
called it's called Captain Town Apartment and Midan Apartment.
That might be our final stop for today, Ted, once we get there, because we've got our next host waiting for us in about 3 minutes. So show us our last stop or anything else you'd like to show us, and then we'll hop on to our next host for today.
Okay, so let's just finish this job with this one. I love this.
Okay.
I love this one. Decoration.
It's so pretty,
Can you see
yeah.
that? Can you see that? It's just a
Yeah,
normal.
I can see it. It's a nice bow.
Yeah, it's just a normal building, but people who live here may very like this word. I think
It's a
it's very
beautiful
good.
rounded kind of architecture. You don't often see that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Beautiful.
yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah. So I think that's it.
Thanks, Ted. Well, thank
Yeah,
you so much for taking us for a walk around today.
yeah.
A
Thank you.
beautiful street. If anyone gets to go to Shanghai sometime in the distant future, once this pandemic is over, encourage you to check out this Wukang Road. It's so pretty. And I think it's only, from memory, it's only about 1 kilometer long. So you can very easily walk along it in maybe 30 minutes or so. Yeah, it's a good place to check out.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much,
Okay.
Ted. We'll see you next time. Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye. See ya. Awesome. Big thanks to Ted for showing us around Wukang Road and the French concession area. My camera has once again turned off. Technology is not working with me today, but I've just sent our next host the live stream link. Magnus will be joining us shortly. He joined us for our last live stream in Shanghai. He's got a great personality and character. So yeah, this live stream is about to get crazy. So today, Magnus is actually going to be showing us around Tianzifang. So if you haven't been to Shanghai, there's this area called Tianzifang. It's technically in the French concession area, but it's I think it was only built relatively recently, maybe only in the last 100 years or so. And it's it used to be an artist area, and now it's still an artist area. It's still a lot of boutiques and clothes stores, and you know, it's really, really beautiful. And so Magnus is going to be showing us that today. And hello.
Hey, how are you? Are
Good,
we
how are
live?
you? Yeah, we are live. We are on.
Good to see you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm still here in Sydney, but heading back to China in about a month. So hopefully see you not too long.
Absolutely, and we're so excited about it. The whole YouTube community here are waiting for Blondie in China to arrive. So please come as quick as you can. When are you coming?
I'll
Do you
do my
know?
best. Yeah. I've got my flight booked at the end of May. So by the time I get out of quarantine, it'll
okay.
be early June. I'm flying into Guangzhou. So I'm not sure what the situation is, whether I have to stay in Guangzhou for a few more weeks after I get out of quarantine. But my plan is to kind of head up the coast towards Beijing. So I'll definitely stop over in Shanghai on my way. Make some video. Hey, let's make a video together.
Absolutely. I'm super
That'll be
excited
awesome.
about that. And today
Yay.
I'm out in the beautiful weather here in Shanghai. They were threatening us with like sandstorms and stuff, but we haven't seen any signs of that yet. So as you do it here in Shanghai during Sundays, you go out for brunching. So I did my part first here in the morning. And now I'm super excited to show you guys the mythical place Tianzifang. And I'm starting in one of the entrances. This place have a lot of different entrances, but I'm starting at one of them. So I guess we're just gonna continue walking while I'm talking a little bit about this place. What I'm very glad of is that it's not a holiday, which makes that it's not too many people here, but usually this place is packed during holidays. So don't go here during that time. So Tianzifang is part of the French concession. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the history first, but this is, oh, not them. Sorry, I was not pointing at the people here. I was pointing at this. This is very typical for Tianzifang, that they sell this type of small snacks, food, something like that. And this has become, since the last, I don't know, 15 years, it become more of a touristy place. Before it was not a touristy place at all. They also sell a lot of ice cream, and they also have all these alleys here in the background. So Tianzifang, I read a little bit about it. So Tianzifang, they started to build it in 1930. It was done about 1933, something like that. By that time, this was like the old traditional Shanghainese type of building style. So we can see, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like about 2 or 3 stories high. So it's not very tall buildings compared to the ones that's around us. That's like, skyscrapers. So back in that time, they started to build that, and they had a wet market along these beautiful small roads. So they were selling fish and everything that they got from the river. Pause in the history lesson. I'll show you some of the stores in this beautiful place. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'm getting in here now. I'm getting into one of these like super cute stores. This is what Tianzifang is. Yeah, it's super cute, this place. And they have like some teddy bear there, and they have some, I don't know, feathers. No, it's flowers. Sorry, very pink flowers. And this is a very traditional or very common thing here in Tianzifang. Look at this beautiful.
I don't think she wants to be filmed. A beautiful store. I love the cute little, oopsies, that's all me.
No, it's
I
only
love all of those cute little boutique stores in Tianzifang. It's so cute.
yeah,
It's
yeah. They
really worth
have
the
so
walk
much.
around. Like you'll need an entire day, oh, maybe a day to walk through everything in Tianzifang. So
Yeah, and
pretty.
then what I've heard from some friends that I was brunching with is a very good dating place actually, because you can walk around
Dating.
here, see all this dating place. Yeah, yeah. So you can go
Oh,
around
oh,
here, check all this stuff, but maybe buy a cute little thing to your date. It's a very good place. So
that's very
here I'm
true.
into
And there's always something to look at. There's no awkward silences because there's always something you can kind of like
exactly.
check out.
That's so true. That's so true. So
Love
now I
that.
got into a perfume boutique here where they
Oh,
have, yeah, this is perfume. And it's very like, I love how they mix between the old traditional like Chinese buildings and new modern like minimalism type of things. It's so,
yeah.
so cool. Anyways,
Well,
we'll
yeah,
continue walking out.
that's like Shanghai. It's like you've got the kind of old style with the new style contrasted. And I think there's even a road in Tianzifang where you've got kind of like the old school buildings on either side, and you've got this in the background, all of the major skyscrapers. It's so
Yeah, yeah.
interesting.
I'll show you more. Oh, here is one thing. I don't know. You probably know about this brand. Like, how many Shanghainese brands do you know about?
There's one called like Old Shanghai or something, or Shanghai Tang or
Do
something.
you know
And
this
it's,
one?
oh, Feiyue. I love Feiyue, but
Yeah,
is that a Shanghai
yeah, yeah.
brand?
I think it is Shanghainese. That's what I've heard, at least. I'm
Okay,
not
maybe
sure, but
someone
I
can
know
help
it
us
comes
in the
from China.
comments.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
huge. I
exactly,
love Feiyue
exactly.
shoes. So fun.
Yeah, and these ones they become super trendy. So
Yeah.
like when I got there 3 years ago, you bought these for like 40, 50 RMB. Now you have to pay like 400 for them. So they're
That's
becoming super
hilarious.
duper. Yeah.
I actually
Eh,
saw someone in Australia wearing them.
yeah,
So their
really.
influence is growing, and they weren't Chinese. So I was, yeah, it was cool to see. I think the internet in this store is maybe not so great, Magnus.
Okay, okay. I
You've
go out.
cut out a little
I
bit.
go out. I got out. So now I'm on the street again. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but the video is just catching up. It should be better in a few moments. Oh, I think it's a bit better now, maybe.
It's better now. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah.
stay in the streets then because
Awesome.
then it's better. Anyways, what I was saying in the history class of Tien Sifang is that until like yeah 98 they had like markets, wet market. Oh, here is some live streamers. So 你好，这是什么东西？椰子，好吃吗？
Coconut.
always 好吃。
Of course,
Okay,
she'll
we'll
say it's
continue.
Haoche. It's her store.
They're always, but you should smell here. Oh, it smells so good here.
Do you have
Mm-mm-mm.
a favorite
But
restaurant in Tianzifang?
ooh, to be honest, I've been here only with tourists, and I don't go to a special place. I used to play poker in one of these houses, though. I
Oh,
don't
cool.
remember which one. Yeah, it's like a top thing. That's usually it's like Monday to Friday. It's no people here, which is super
Hmm.
nice. Then you can walk around in this, and this. Oh, this is also quite beautiful. They're not real, but it really looks. It's a very good spot for influencers and KOLs to stand here and
Oh, it's
post a little bit.
beautiful. Oh, just take a screenshot and just put that right
Yes.
on Instagram.
Exactly, exactly. And what you also have is this, like, yeah, the laundry just hanging around here. Just
What a
casually.
contrast from one side to the other.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
And there, I don't know if you can see the Hello Kitty blanket that's up there, over
oh,
there. Yeah, yeah.
amazing. I
So
love
they
it.
have those everywhere, and you can buy these like cute little things to your kids, cute little
Oh,
outfits. So that's what it's all about. It's like casually shopping. Oh, this one. This one is beautiful. Yeah, yeah. If you want to, what are
oh,
these
only
called again?
99. Oh, that's a bargain.
Yeah, only 99. Anyone wants
That's really
that in
good.
the live stream? Anyone wants it? No, no, I can't come in. Maybe next time. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I can't do that. Then I'll spend more time in there. Anyways, until 9. It's only like 2, 3 stories high building, and
Mm.
here in the background, you see like the skyscrapers. That's what they wanted to build here.
Oh
However,
yeah,
the
yeah.
people that were living here, the locals, and a lot of artists that start to pop up around in this area, said like, no, we want to stay. We want to have this thing as like our place in Shanghai. So the government actually went in and say, okay, let's create something like an art district here rather than tore it down and make skyscrapers. So that's why they still have it.
Yeah.
So since
It would have been a
2007
shame. It's such
or something like that,
like a
this is
dynamic
like
area.
a really, really famous thing. Yeah. I don't know if we can go in here because it's a kind of a fun store. Big
Let's see
pink.
if the internet is working. Oh,
Oh no, yeah, maybe it's no, they're construct. No, I can't. Sorry, I can't go in there.
I remember
It's
when
not
I was
possible.
studying in Shanghai, so this was 7 years ago now, but there used to be a store that we always used to love to go to because it was so funny. It was a toilet themed store. So you would go down and it's a restaurant and you would sit on a
Okay.
toilet and that was like your seat. And then the food would come out in like mini toilets and like shaped in little poo shape. It was,
That's so crazy.
I don't know if it's still there,
only
but it was
happens in
the
China.
most hilarious store.
Oh my god, I have to find that one. That sounds amazing.
Great
Now
place for a
I'm
date.
in one of these tea stores, and it smells amazing in here. These are all teas here in the background, and they
Oh.
really made like a cool concept of like you can get a tea like that. I don't know if you see that. There it is. Oh, and here I can try some tea. Oh yeah, thank you. This was cold.
Oh, I love that. Actually, Shanghai, here
Oh,
in
this
Shanghai
was
is where I
good.
first started getting into tea, and there's a store here in Tianzifang that I always used to go to pick up some tea. I used to really be into something called ginseng oolong. I think it's called in Chinese
Okay.
rensheng oolong. I've since realized that this tea is like it adds something into the tea, so it's not like a pure tea. But I used to love it,
Yeah.
and I always used to come here to Tianzifang to get that.
Really?
It's a
Okay.
cool tea. Yeah, very
Then
sweet.
you should come to this new modern fancy type of stuff because it's
Yeah,
very
this is
clean. It's very like beautiful here.
yeah, lots
And
of
of course
herbal
they
teas.
yeah, and they also have this cute flower thing
Beautiful.
here. And here they are selling, I don't know if you can see, but here they are selling the tea in like loose weights. You weigh how much you want, and
Oh,
then they the tea. Anyway, it smells so good. This is like if you want to have really nice smells in Shanghai, you should go to Tianjifang because it's so lovely. Okay, here is
okay.
some hat store. Here is some I don't know paper art. Ni hao.
Oh, this is a traditional Chinese kind of
Hello.
artwork style,
Hello.
the paper cutting.
How are you?
Maybe you could get one done of your face.
Oh yeah. But that would take.
Oh, internet.
Oh, is my internet bad?
Yeah, it cut off for like a second, but I think it's better now. I can hear you now. But
Okay,
I
perfect.
think
Okay.
today in Shanghai is a bad internet day. All of our other hosts have had some internet troubles, so I don't know what the
Oh,
situation
okay.
is. But yours has
Yeah,
been the
I don't
best
know
so far.
either. Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, this whole place, I'll just show you more and more stores because that's what it's all about. Just walk around in
Awesome.
this beautiful store. So here is like a bag store with leather bags that are super beautiful, super high quality, and yeah, probably overpriced.
Always.
always at the touristy places. But that's what we love about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Okay.
like every city in China has an area like this. It's kind of super touristy. You can go there and get, your some foods or some bags or some whatevers. It's always fun to walk through. But as
Yeah.
you said, you've only been here with tourists. So the locals of Shanghai, people who have been living here for years, I guess you don't come here, do you?
No, we don't. I mean, I always bring tourists when they come to Shanghai. I always bring it to
Yeah.
this place because one of those you have to like check off. But we don't. I don't go here like on a Tuesday afternoon to hang out. No, I don't do that. But
Yeah.
it
Where
is
do you
beautiful
go?
though. Where do I go?
Yeah.
Well, I'm become one of these like traditional Laowai expat type of guys. I'm going to Anfu Road, of course. Anfu Road is like the best place where you can sit out, grab a little drink, maybe some cold cuts, and enjoy the weather. Anfu Road
I
is my
had an
absolute
idea
favorite.
for our video.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
do a Laowai guide to Shanghai, and you can take us around all of the traditional Laowai places that the foreigners love to go to.
That will be hours, I can tell you. That will be hours. No, but it's I don't know. Eventually you will end up there. But of course I've done all these like touristy places so many times.
Yeah.
Oh, this is another level. Can I switch?
Yeah, you
Let me
can.
switch to, oh no, that was not the, sorry. Camera, and then let's take it from the back. Mhm. Uh,
Oh, so pretty.
do you see?
Yeah.
Do you see it now? Okay.
Yeah, little kind of look like lampshades or something.
Yeah,
What
it's
are
like
they?
lampshades. And they, I don't know, you're better at Chinese than me. What does it say?
It says, wait, it's upside down. I can't really see it. E
E
something. Oh, it's
something.
in cut. E something cool. E something xiao. 2只
两只
眼
眼
睛太大爆. My
包
Chinese obviously has really gone downhill, but I think it's saying something essentially like, you'll cry a bit, you'll laugh a bit, something to do with your eyes. Anyway.
Okay. It is beautiful. We don't have to understand everything. We just understand the beauty of it. So
Yes,
this is one of the
yes.
streets that's like, I don't know. Some of the streets are more restaurants. Some of the streets are more like traditional type of. Uh, do you see me or is
Oh,
it
I can see you now. It cut out for a
okay?
little bit, but yep, I can see that fan. Beautiful.
So beautiful, and you can have them in any color or size you want. And here are some
Gorgeous.
very eager customers that are buying it, or are they? I don't know.
Maybe just looking. Awesome. Hey, Magnus, we might do like another 2 more minutes and I'll
Okay.
hop over to our next host. So if you want to show us anything or say anything or whatever, you have another 2 minutes.
Okay, perfect. I will walk a little bit faster then because we have a little more to show. Do
Awesome.
you see me now, maybe?
I can see you. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, there we go. Okay, so now we come into
Internet has gone again.
internet is gone.
Yeah.
Hello.
I can hear you. I think
You
there's
can hear me,
a
but
Shanghai internet outage today. There's been a lot of problems.
I don't know what's happening, but I'm still walking around in Tianzifang, and these type
Yep.
of super small streets. This is what it's. Do you see me now?
I can see you now.
Okay, perfect. So here is like the food street. Here you can try many different type of food. Here you have something that I don't know if we would try that. I think it's some type of chicken feet or
Yeah,
something.
chicken feet.
Let's
Yum,
skip
yum.
that one
I
for
love chicken
today.
feet.
You do?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's delish.
Okay. This I really like when they have these skewers.
Oh yeah.
Those are so good. Those are my favorite.
Yum. With
So
seafood.
this is very much like traditional Chinese tourist places. They always have these amazing skewers with like I don't know if it's seafood or chicken or whatever. That's what I love at these places. Okay, let's go this way. This is like a maze. You don't really know how to get out of here. Once you're in here, you have to spend like half the day here. But this is such a beautiful. I always get amazed how beautiful this place is. I never remember it to be this beautiful. But to walk around here, we should shoot more like I don't know the influencer type. It's a very beautiful place.
Yeah, good place for
Next time
photos.
you should be here with us, and then we can film it without delay.
Yay!
Yeah, do you hear me?
I can hear you.
You okay? Perfect. Yeah. So this is mainly what Tianzifang is all about. It's about going to these small shops. It's about going and buying a little bit of snacks. Also buy, as we have seen at Nanjing Road, these type of yogurts. Remember those?
I remember those.
Yeah, those are super good. Those are the things that you do at these touristy places and just hang around. It's a very good way to like spend a Sunday afternoon like this, especially today and this period of the year, because Shanghai is absolutely at its best right now. It's so
Oh
beautiful
yeah.
weather. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. Because in the summer it's like hell here. It's so hot,
Yeah.
and in the winter the Shanghai winter is the worst. It's not so cold like temperature. I will probably
Okay.
spend a few more hours here after the live stream. Is that okay?
Awesome. Oh, please enjoy yourself. Stay around, stick around, do whatever you please because our section is now over. So,
Okay.
enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for showing us around today.
Yeah, thank you very much, Amy, and take care. Hope you all guys enjoyed it.
Awesome. I'll see you
Thank
soon in
you.
person.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us. Bye, Magnus.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, big thank you to Magnus for joining us again today. Such an awesome host. We have one last location for our live stream today, and that's going to be to the Confucius Temple and the areas surrounding it. John told me that it's a really cute kind of area. So John is coming back to show us around there. So he's going to be joining us again. Apologies for the laggy internet today, guys. Everyone seems to be having the same issues, so bear with me. And hopefully, yeah, this last section is okay. Hope you're enjoying the live stream so far. It makes me really want to head back to Shanghai. Here we go. Last section with John. And hello.
Hey, hello again. How's it going?
I'm good. So where are you this time?
I'm in a much more peaceful part of Shanghai, probably the most peaceful part of like downtown Shanghai because it is the Shanghai Wenmiao, the Shanghai Confucius Temple. So
Yeah.
it is also in the like old walled city, but now we're in like the southwest part of the city. But
Okay.
this place is so peaceful and like because there's very few people today. Usually there's not many people, but it is very nice and has lots of like the traditional architecture. This place was built in like 1292 or 1293.
Oh, wow.
So like right after it became a xian, and they're like, oh, now we're a city. You know what that means? We need a Confucius temple. So they built it, and it's been I think it might have been relocated in like the 1800s. It was also used by the Small Swords Rebellion as like a headquarters in like the 1850s. But I think this specific everything looks nice and everything. But I can do a quick panorama here because it is very peaceful and it's crazy. Like I'm looking around and I can't like see any buildings over the top of like the temple grounds. So like
that's so like, rare in Shanghai. Like you're in central Shanghai right now and there's no one around. This is like the most peaceful place.
Like if you told me I was like in like middle of China, I'd be like, okay, sure. Like I can't even see the Shanghai Tower. It's like over there somewhere, but it's on the other side of this
wild.
Building. But these buildings, I guess they're closed now. But inside there's like some old scrolls of like some Confucius sayings and stuff like that. And over here on this side too. But today is Sunday, which is actually crazy because on Sundays this entire this place becomes a book market, which is actually called a ghost market. It has nothing to do with ghosts. It's just because it happens early in the morning at like 4 a.m. So everyone kind of looks like ghosts. But they sell like old books from everything from like xiaohongshu to like car manuals or stuff like that. Yeah, it's just a collection of all kinds of books. And
I did go to an antique market once in Beijing, and it was such an experience because people are just selling these old books, like, yeah, car manuals from 1950. It's like, who's buying this?
yeah, I don't know what you yeah, it's a good blessing. I just kind of want to maybe knock on it because I need that help. And then over here you can see these like tag things. People can write. You can buy a tag over at the stand over there. You can write a wish that you want. So something like, "Bring me good grades, please." And there's tons of them. Maybe zoom in to see if I see one. Oh,
Yeah.
someone just says, "新年好，愿我学习进步." Hope that I can have an advance in my studying, and 身体健康. So good body health. Yeah, so there's stuff like that, wishes like that and stuff. And that one was in
Lovely.
Pinyin, so maybe that's a foreigner, I think.
It probably, like, I don't know anyone in China writing in Pinyin.
Yeah. That's so true. But in here we have like the main temple part of this like area. Some like stuff on the top. This is the Dacheng Hall. So that's my man, Confucius. Kongzi.
Is Confucius still a large influence in China today? Like, I knew I knew his teachings used to be like the basis of, can you say like the basis of Chinese society? But is it still that way today? Your internet, I can't hear anything you're saying right now. Can you say that whole thing again?
Yeah, sorry.
It's a Shanghai internet problem today. Everyone has been having issues.
Yeah. But I think so, because like I've literally been in a Didi, like the Uber of China, and I just started talking about how I was studying Confucianism in Chinese class, and then I started saying an idiom, but I couldn't remember the end. And then the taxi driver was like, "Oh, I know what you're talking about," and he helped me finish the idiom. And just like,
oh wow,
I got into a whole conversation about Confucianism with him. So I don't think everyone is maybe Confucius. I mean, this place is empty today, but I think everyone does still know of Confucius and some of his like key idioms or sayings. I think, okay, I have one. I know one off the top of my head that's like my go-to.
Please.
学而不思则罔，思而不学则殆. So learning without thinking is pointless, and then thinking without learning is dangerous. So just like, yeah, that's my go-to.
That is so baller. When you bring that out in conversation, oh my gosh, you must just get so many snaps and kudos. Like, what do people think when you drop that in just like an ordinary conversation?
I get like surprised faces. Oh, there's a lot of echo in here, but this is a library. But yeah, it's not, I think it's just like a good talking point, because whenever I'm hanging out with like my Chinese friends, they like, I can't, but talk about this stuff. So that is a talking point I can share. This is another pavilion. It has old books, some of the old traditional Confucius stuff. Confucius history of a development library. And here are just a bunch of stones. I don't really know what the stones are for, but they look cool, that's for sure. And there's lining the walls everywhere.
Nice.
There's this really nice stone that is like over the lake or pond sort of thing, and it looks like a dragon, which is pretty cool. Well, I'll show you that in a minute. But
does it cost money to get inside here? Can you come in for free?
Yeah, it does cost a little bit, but it's pretty cheap. It's $10 or $10.5 for a adult ticket.
Oh, that's okay.
There's be the teacher and the people learning here. Yeah. So the structure of the temple is 左庙右学, so left temple, right study. And I think it actually comes from the Confucius temple in like maybe Beijing, because they have like a huge famous school next to the main temple of the city there. So, and it's on the right side. So I think maybe that's why they keep the structure elsewhere, but I don't really know. I think I just know that that's how they're kind of like structured, with the left temple and the right study. So we're on the studying side.
Oh,
And
cool.
here is a nice water pavilion. This is really
lovely.
pretty. I've actually I've come here when there's like been like Xiaohongshu models, and they're in like the traditional dresses with their like whole camera crew taking pictures here. But I'll swap the mic here for a sec, or swap the camera here for a second.
Man, the joke is on everyone at Yuan Gardens today. They could come here and just get just as beautiful and no people around. Bit laggy.
Oh
The
yeah.
internet seems to have cut out a little bit.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Here's that big rock.
Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe I can get the right angle to see the dragon. He's like looking like down this way. There's like his eye and like a mouth. He's a nice water top pavilion, and another like I guess pagoda. Like tons of like bushes and like trees and all that. This restaurant, you can't enter from the temple side because you don't have to enter the temple to go to the restaurant. You go on the side street. But I think it was actually nominated like 2020 one of the best places, or like must visit restaurants in Shanghai.
Oh, and it's still open.
Yeah, it's still open. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, maybe because today's a Sunday and it's afternoon, but usually during like meal times, it is about
that's so cool.
And here we have, I think this is like another study hall, but it currently has the old pots or like kettles. I don't know. They look nice though.
Beautiful. Internet is a little laggy inside.
I think a lot of the buildings on this side have been like Yeah, I'll get back outside. I think that a lot of the buildings have been repurposed to be like show off the different history and like show off all those like old stones that have all those things. But a lot of this used to be just for students studying Confucianism, because that was Confucius like thing. Teacher.
Nice place to study. It looks very calm. It looks like somewhere I'd like to go and study myself.
Yeah. I think in here, this window frame is actually, I've been told from by my friend from Hangzhou that this is like super Hangzhou style, or maybe Suzhou.
Oh.
I don't know. I guess it's also here in Shanghai too, but yeah, it's especially popular in this area of China. And here is the bottom left side of the old city. So it was kind of like it just came here so that they can like say this is now officially a city, and it's been like that for like many years. So
cool. So is this in the vicinity of that old walled city that you mentioned? Would this have been inside?
Yeah, it's always been in the walls. It was actually around before the walls even were up. So so it's like Shanghai back then, when it was a walled city. Outside of the walls, it was pretty much like marshland. But after the pirates started coming in the 1500s, they put up the walls for protection. And then in the 1700s, as trade started really growing, I mean, Shanghai became like a treaty port, and it was like because it was such an important trading port, and that's when it started like expanding into the former concessions, like the former British concession and former French concession, which I think you got to see a little bit of today, right?
Yeah. We saw quite a bit of the French concession, and I guess British concession. Would that be considered like the Bund area? Is that like British style architecture there?
Yes, yeah, a lot of the like the British concession was north of Yan'an, so like Nanjing Road, that's all British concession, and Beijing Road also like British concession. And then like the French concession, like the former like area is like what would be Tianzifang today, and like that. Oh, Tai Chi.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, cool. Have you ever tried Tai Chi yourself, John?
Okay, I have tried. There's many different forms of Tai Chi. So I've tried learning. I think the Wu form.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. And I was not.
How did you find it?
It was very relaxing, and it actually is really good because you do it with the breathing. So if at the very least it's like a good breathing exercise.
Yeah, 100%.
Because this area is super sweet. When I came here with my Chinese class, we got to like walk around the streets a little bit. But down this way is actually I think one of the maybe former gates of the walled city. I don't know if you can maybe see it from here. I kind of want to go this other way though, because this way has,
let's do it.
It's called Xueqian, like before or studying before. So this street has some like old Lilong style architecture.
Oh, and cool.
I think one of the buildings even says it was like from the 1920s, which is nice. And also, I can show you the student entrance for the temple.
Oh, is that it there? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Why did students have a separate entrance?
Just so you can like distinguish between the temple side and the studying side. So if you're there, for studying and to learn, you go into the student entrance and go to the study halls. But if you were there for the temple and worship, then you would go to the temple side. Yeah, this is like this area of the we're in the old walled city. So this area of Shanghai is like very communal and not a whole lot of floors because it's mostly like alley style housing and these like small like individual stores that really like everyone knows everyone. And I was walking on these alleyways recently, and I literally just like walked through a whole family meeting in the middle of the street because it's just like super communal. Oh yeah, here. This is like a architecture, and I think
so beautiful.
Yeah, 1925. Yeah, but you see to the gate there. Maybe I can get a little bit closer.
So the Lilong is like for example, how do I want to say it? Like the Hutong of Beijing is like the alleyway, and then the actual house is called a Siheyuan. Is that kind of the same concept? Like a Lilong is the alley, and then the Shukumen is the house.
Not really. The Lilong and Shukumen were both like the residential thing. The Lilong is actually Shanghainese, and Li means like what's the word? Residential, like a place, and Long is for alley. So Longtang is like alley style architecture.
Okay.
And so together, it's like not only just the buildings themselves, but the alleyways, because it was called or referred to as like alley living. So the beginning of the Treaty Port era, there was the first style of Lilong, then went to the first style of Shukumen, then the new style Shukumen, then the new style Lilong, and there's so many small differences. For example, in the new style Shukumen, there was the Tingzifang, so a writer room. A lot of famous writers actually lived in these kind of rooms because they were on like the backside near the alley, and they were cheaper.
Oh wow.
Yeah, here we just have a bunch of like local stores. Ooh, fish.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh,
Cool.
such a cute little area. I don't think I've been to this area before. But definitely will come here with my camera, and it looks like such
Yeah.
a beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah, it's really like the buildings are a lot smaller and there's like trees and stuff. But I think the characteristic part of this area is the fact that this alley. So here's another alleyway. Right as I mentioned that. This one called uh, Li. So this area, because in the old walled city, they really tried to keep a lot of the alley style housing. So you can see there's like a long passage that all those areas.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is
Is
the
there
heart
anything
of
else you'd
Old
like
Shanghai.
to show before we end the live stream today? Is there or anything you'd like to say or whatever?
Yeah, I think people. I guess this area has like not much else to show, but I will say that like Shanghai is like full of like the modern history that goes like into like post treaty port era, where it has like all these cool buildings. So so much like cool buildings, like for example the Shanghai Wenmiao, and it has like so much like traditional Chinese architecture that is also there. So Shanghai's like like I came to Shanghai thinking it was like, oh yeah, cool global city, and like, oh yeah, I wanted they have the former French concession. It looks super cool, but it's got so much like interplay with the Chinese history and the international history. So yeah, very cool place.
Awesome. I can't wait to be back again. And now I actually know a lot more about Shanghai thanks to this live stream series. So thank you so much, John, for being a part of it. Really, really appreciate you joining us again today.
No problem.
And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day in Shanghai. I'll hopefully get the opportunity to meet you in person
Thank you.
very soon.
Yeah, it's always super fun to join the live stream.
Yay! Oh,
Right.
please.
See you.
If we do another Shanghai live stream, we'll definitely do it again. Or maybe we can even make a video together in Shanghai.
Here, yes, when you get here, that'd be great. Because I'll be staying here. This is like my new home. So no longer just like a foreigner. I feel like I'm like this is where I call home now. So yeah.
Oh, so happy to hear that. Cool.
Okay,
well, have a good rest of your day, John. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. All right.
Bye. Bye. Okay, that is the end of our live stream for today. Huge apology, guys, for the laggy internet. It seems that it was kind of a Shanghai issue today. Everyone had some problems. So thank you for bearing with me and for watching and for staying around. Yeah, this may or may not be my final Travel China live stream before I'm actually back in China myself. So feel free to leave some comments below about whether you would like to see me do some live streams once I'm back in China, what you'd like to see. Yeah, feel free to write any kind of feedback below. Obviously, I know about the bad internet today, so that one I already know about, but hopefully next time we can yeah, get some better internet quality. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you all for joining, and unless there are any final questions in the chat, I will head off in the next few minutes. I'll just have a little look and see if there's any last minute things. Oh, someone is asking me if I will go to Chengdu. Yes, I will. Actually, someone here, I'll just put the question up. So actually, before I had to leave China because of the pandemic, my next trip was supposed to be like a 3-week street food tour of Chengdu. So that is still on my plans. It's probably going to be one of my first trips that I do. I love the food from Sichuan. So for 100%, I will be going there and filming a lot of videos. So watch out for those. Oh, my day is lovely. Actually kind of sad because my dad is leaving to go on a really long trip tomorrow. So he's going to be doing this 1.5 month long walking trip in Western Australia. So it's going to be the last time I see him for a really long time because I will be leaving for China before he gets back. So basically I'm saying goodbye to my dad tomorrow for maybe potentially a few years. So that's pretty sad, but we've already filmed our last video together. So keep your eyes out for that one. And but yeah, other than that, it's been a lovely day. It was actually Dad's birthday yesterday, so you can go to his Instagram or something and wish him happy birthday. BF in China. My BF will be in China. He's German, but he's moving to China, hopefully in August. So I haven't seen him in over a year. So long distance pandemic relationship. So hopefully, yeah, we'll be able to see him soon. Oh, thank you so much. I'm very excited to go to Chengdu and eat lots of chuancai. Yeah, well, that is it. I will see you guys later, and I hope you enjoy the live stream and have a lovely start into your week tomorrow. Bye bye. This is the end of the live stream.